relationships be better? Anybody have any idea on how many self-help books have been written on bettering your relationships in the last 10 years? Any idea? Any idea? I'm asking because I don't know. Maybe, okay. So I Googled it and I couldn't even find a number. They were just book after book after book after book. So what that tells me is that we want to have good relationships. But our ability to get this relationship right first makes a complete difference on everything that comes this way. Right? Yeah. You got to start here, otherwise you can't have here. Come on. Okay? The second. Now, Jesus said there's two important relationships in our life. Remember? Love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. What's the other one? Neighbor. Are you sure? You sure it says neighbor? Let's look at it. I know. Let's look at Scripture. A second is equally important. This is verse 39. Love your neighbor as yourself. So what's the second most important? Come on. No. Look deeper. South. Thank you very much. Look at Richard. Look at Richard. Got snake bit a month ago and he's banging it right now. Yeah. Let's not. How many times have we heard that scripture and we go right over the yourself part? It's love your neighbor. Well, if you don't love you, how can you love others? Right. Yeah. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to look at loving you this morning. Statistics say, now hang in with me on this one. This is deep. Statistics say that you spend more time with you than you do anybody else. Have you ever thought about that? No. You go to sleep with you, and you wake up with you, and you eat breakfast with you, and you talk to you, and you argue with you, right? Everybody say yes. Yes. So, get this. What you think about you is what you told you about you. Deep. Amen. Took a week to come up with that. Yeah. What you think about you is what you told you about you. Now I need you to hang on to that thought. Because here's the big question that we all ask ourselves. Hey, hang on. Everybody say hi to Diablo. What's up, Diablo? Diablo! That's how we greet the people that are. And usually it's my own kids, but they beat Diablo. Yeah, whatever. Only because we waited for my children, like normal. All right. So here's the big question that we ask ourselves a lot. Can God really relate to me? I mean, let's think about it. Because there's 7 point how many billion people in the world, and there's one God. So, can He really, really, really relate to me? Does He walk in my shoes? Does He struggle with my struggles? Does He allow me to praise when I can praise? Anybody over here? Anybody? Can He relate to you? Can He relate to you? The answer? Give me a yes.
Yes.
You know how we know? Anybody seen one of these before? There are like different color words in the pages. They're black and they're red. Anybody ever thought about what the red stands for?
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Is it because maybe the Bible printers wanted to kind of throw things up a little bit to make sure we wouldn't get bored of looking at the black? No. No. These are Jesus Christ's teachings. That's why they are highlighted in red. How many people here today are... What was that? You knew. How many people here today are 31 or 32 years old? Raise your hand.
Way to be a jerk.
Thank you very much. Are you the only one that's 31 or 32?
Apparently so.
I'll go with her. I'll say 32.
Okay, we let liars come to church. So think about the text that we just read.